my younger son Finn came out to this reservation.
He's running the show. Yes, this is about oil. Yes, this is about water. But what's the...
They're trying to build this pipeline fast so that they don't have to face their day in court, so that they can say, well, it's already built. You know, yeah, we trampled on some of the laws, but it's already built. What they did is, in order to get away with breaking NEPA, and what this company did is an old trick. What Congress did is they said, look, we don't want, if somebody's going to do something that is de minimis, that's something that's inconsequential. For example, and this is the example they gave at the time. You need a Corps of Engineers permit to change the pilings on a dock. So every 20 years, those pilings rot, you need to get new ones. You need a Corps of Engineers permit to do it, so you need a federal permit. Should that person have to do a full environmental impact statement? The answer is Congress said, no, we don't want them to have de minimis actions to do an environmental impact statement. So we're going to create a provision of this law called the environmental assessment. It's a shortcut. It's for things that are so inconsequential, so de minimis, so meaningless, that we can say there's going to be no environmental consequences. Well, this company took that little loophole and they tried to draw it around a 1,200-mile pipe. XL Pipeline didn't even think it could get away with that. XL Pipeline, which is only 7 miles longer than this one, did the full environmental impact statement. But the way that they did it is called segmentation, and it's an old strategy, and it is a device of chicanery that when we wrote NEPA, everybody foresaw. And we said, well, what would happen if a really devious, diabolical polluter said, I'm going to build something, but I'm only going to build it a little bit at a time, at the airport or whatever, and therefore each segment I won't have to do it. It will just be an incremental change in the status quo, so I won't have to do an environmental impact statement. And Congress foresaw that, and they said, no, we're not going to let them do that. They have to look at the whole project, the whole program, and you can't segment it. There's a section of NEPA that is an anti-segmentation section. It says you can't segment a project. If it's a big project, you have to admit it's a big project. You have to do the EIS for the whole thing. So they're trying to invoke that loophole for a project that is going to disrupt 209 streams. If they had to build a pipeline across one stream or one river like the Missouri River, they'd have to do a full environmental impact statement. They're trying to invoke that loophole for a project that will produce the same amount of carbon pollution as 29 coal-burning power plants.
Listen to the people that have the very heartbeat of the earth, because the most important resources are the natural resources that we can't ever get back.